Hey guys, it's Crypto Marie. She does it all, a little bit of everything. I am going to let you guys know something that I'm going to do in 2023. Been watching people that, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Sorry. Watching how Mark Cuban and Bill Mayer was having the conversation about crypto and gold, and watching people in Congress not knowing what the heck is crypto. And it gets to make me feel like, you know what? This is sad, but only 4.2% of the population globally invest in crypto. And because of that, my only job is to make sure that I invest heavily in crypto, because watching Mark Cuban and Bill Mayer with this conversation, it's like watching an adult trying to talk to their kids about the birds and the bees. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. He sounds so ignorant, so crazily not in the same page as Mark Cuban. And the sad part, he has gold, and he didn't even know if he had it in paper or as a format of gold bar. So America is really late on crypto. The world globally don't know much about crypto. So us, the few of us that has invested, that continue to invest it, it's gonna be a great thing for us when we get back to the bull run market. When I see the older people in Congress, when I see people are trying to explain in the best they can what crypto is about, is a digital money. And another thing that I wanted to show you guys, to all the invention that happened in the past. Eli, let me hold the laptop, please. I have something in there I need to do. That's my son. He has the laptop. Yeah, I need it for 5 minutes, please. All the invention of stuff that happened between 50s and 2000, people were not happy with the new stuff, and it happened to be Bill Mayer. Bill Mayer also made fun of the phone when the phone came out. So this is not the first time he made fun of something new and then it happened to blow up in his face. You know, he made fun of the phone. The phone, now everybody love iPhone. I see some people could not live without iPhone, you know. And it is great to see all the invention. Let me Google this so I could give you guys some more information on this topic. Excuse me. All right, let me give you guys some example here. Between the 1950s and today, scientific and technological innovations have revolutionized the lives we lead. From the hospital to outer space to the kitchen, these are the most impactful invention of our time, right? I'm going to try to read it as fast as I can. On any normal day, you might buckle your seatbelt, get cash from an ATM, or check the news on your cell phone. Chances are these things feel unremarkable, but it wasn't too long ago that they each would have been utterly unthinkable. Thanks to more than 6 long ago that they each would have been on, no, no, forgive me, guys. Thanks to more than 6.5 decades of remarkable scientific and technological innovation, 2022 looks very little like 1954. From Velcro to virtual reality LEDs to Facebook, these are the 69 most life-changing and famous innovations of our time. If it's too long, I might cut it, try to make it part one, part two. But I will tell you the reason of this, why I'm giving you those examples, because people are not really knowing what's going on with crypto, why crypto will one day be a format of digital money payment. And I need to bring back where we come from and tell you it wasn't easy for new invention, new things happen, but now people are used to so many things. So the first one, 1954, microwave oven. A lot of people enjoy that one. And it will be too much to read each of them. I'm just going to give you the year and what was it, when was it invented, and why now it's a great thing for us, why we are going to get used to crypto just like any other invention that happened in the past. 1955, polio vaccines, was invented. And 1956, hard drive for computer. Okay. And 1957, birth control pills. Can you imagine that? 1957, birth control pills. Okay. 1958, jet airliner. 1958, that's when it was invented. 1959, integrated circuit. Pacemaker. 1960. A lot of people are walking around with pacemaker. Science been gone for a long time, trying to better our lives, trying to make things better and different for us. Can you imagine back then if they didn't have a pacemaker, that person would have been dead by now. But they're going around with this thing inside of them, a piece of electronic, a piece of machine in there, and their heart are beating just fine, So it's things that, you have to get used to it. Okay? 1961, cordless tools. You could hold any kind of tools. It would work without having you plug for it. It just working. You put a battery or I don't know, something in there that make it work. Okay? And 1962, communications satellite. Okay? I even heard Elon Musk was going to do something with the satellite to make our cell phone bills become zero. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine where are we going with this invention? What can happen? 1963, sketch pad program. I'm not sure what it is, but it was created in 1963. Like I said, I cannot go through all of them. It'll take too long, the definition of them, but I will tell you why crypto will be another invention that will take off just like all the other ones that I have mentioned. 1964, unarmed aerial vehicles. It looks like a big airplane, and it says widespread use of remotely piloted aircraft begins during the Vietnam War with deployment of 1,000 AQM-34 Ryan Firebees. Okay, that's what it is. Probably one day I could just read everything what they mean. But right now I'm just going to tell you the year and when it was invented. 1965, Kevlar, Kevlar, thanks to DuPont's Stephanie, KWOLEK, and Herbert's Blades, who in 1965 invent a high-strength polymer called Kevlar, Kevlar, the body armor of over 3,000 police officers has protected them from fatal attacks. You see? Somebody had to think about something to invent something. Okay, the next one, 1966, high yield rise. The International Rice Research Institute in the Philippines released a semi-draft high-yield indica variety that, in conjunction with the high-yield wheat, uses in the Green Revolution, right? Yeah, 1966, yeah. 1967, coronary bypass surgery. Can you believe that? Renee Favoloro performs the first coronary bypass surgery in 1967, taking a length of vein from a leg and grafting it onto the coronary artery. This allowed blood to flow around the block section. Thanks in part to these advances, the number of deaths from heart disease declines in the U.S. by almost 50%. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, y'all? Jesus Christ. Knowledge is power, y'all, and I'm going to bring it to you. 1968, integrated computer system. And a landmark December 1968 demonstration, later known as the mother of all demos, engineer Douglas Engelbart illustrates the use of lots of recent technologies in conjunction with each other. I can't finish the whole thing because it's a lot more to come. 1969, ARPANET, ARPANET. Before the entire world is networked, there was the ARPANET for computers link in 1969. It introduces the concept of packet switching, which simultaneously delivers message as short units and resembles them at their destination. See that? So now the media, the banks, the government, they might not regulate crypto, but there will be a time crypto will be one of the form of digital payment, just like the credit card, just like the Apple phone, all these things. Just people don't want new stuff. But as it goes through, it will take over. 1970, fiber optics. The term fiber optic is coined in 1956, but it isn't until 1970 that the scientists Corning produced a fiber of ultra pure glass that transmit light well enough to be used for telecommunications. Okay, let's keep it going. 1971, Raffle saw running shoes. Bill Bowerman, the track coach at the University of Oregon, sacrifices breakfast for peak performance when he pours water into his Raffles iron, performing lightly soles for his athletes' running shoes. See that? 3 years later, Bowerman's company Nike introduces the Raffle trainer, which is an instant hit. See that? Okay. 1972, electronic ignition. Chrysler paves the way for the era of electronic rather than mechanical advance in automobiles with the electronic ignition. It leads to electronic control of ignition, timing, and fuel mentoring, harbingers of more sophisticated system to come. See? I'm sure when they invent those things, not everybody was on board for them. 1973, MRI. Everyone agrees that magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, is a brilliant invention, but no one agrees on who invented it. The physical effect that MRIs rely on, nuclear magnetic resonance, earns various scientists Nobel Prize for Physics in 1944 and 1952. See that? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stop this one at 15, and I will do part 2. Let me see this one. It says 1974 barcode. A 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruits chewing gum is the first product to integrate the usage of barcode technology when it scans at a grocery store in Ohio. See that? Okay, so this is part one. Why crypto will be accepted one day. Because there were many other inventions. I know it wasn't easy for people to trust them, to believe in them, but somehow now they are the best of the best that human being had created and now in full use. Don't forget to subscribe. I will have part two soon. Bye bye.